welcome to Learning with Lulu. In this video, we are going to be doing a summary of Chapter 6 in Prisoner B-3087. Before we jump into it, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with someone else who you know may benefit from getting a summary of the chapter in this book. So, Chapter 6, they are living in the pigeon coop. It's become their home, and Yannick expresses that no Nazi is the wiser, no one knows. The home invasions are continuing. Sundays, the day their Sabbath, they become resettlement days, and people are taken to the east, and there are rumors of camps where people are worked to death. And Yannick's dad says, don't listen to that. Don't listen to the rumors. Yannick is 13 years old at this point. He expresses that he is frequently daydreaming of food. He's always hungry, and he's become very thin. One February morning, the director of the Judenrat, which again, they're the Jews who are put in charge, the Nazis assign them to be in charge of the ghetto, and they call for a meeting in Scotty Square. By the way, Yannick, he mentions that most people really hate the Judenrat. You can tell that he has a little bit of compassion because he knows that they're hated for working with the Nazis, but he also knows that if they refuse, they are killed. So he doesn't really see what choice they have. So the director in this meeting, he says that the Nazis are demanding 7,000 Jews. And obviously the crowd is very upset and everyone is hungry, and the director says, the ghetto, they need strong workers here, so send those who can't work. Essentially, send the children. As a parent myself, I can't even imagine what that felt like to be told that. But I know the love for my child, and so to say that everyone was enraged, that enraged probably doesn't even cover it. Everyone is like, you're expecting us to send our children to these camps that we have heard are work camps and death camps. And the director's like, they're resettlement, it's a better place, but the crowd is not buying it. So this just doesn't go over well. Yannick is obviously scared and uncomfortable and upset, and he is talking with his father and like, how can he say, how can the director ask this? And his father says, he knows the director is doing anything to keep his own family safe. He's probably been promised that his family will be kept together if he just does what the Nazis are asking him to do. So the father recognizes that. As I said, Yannick is scared, and Yannick's father says, like, I'm going to protect you though. They then get into a conversation about how it's hard to even keep track of days, and they have to secretly keep track of the Sabbath. But Yannick's father, he knows that it's almost his birthday, Yannick's birthday, and that comforts Yannick. He didn't know that his parents would even know that it was what day it was, but his birthday was coming up, and this is going to be a momentous birthday. He is going to be officially considered a man, and it's the birthday where he would normally have a bar mitzvah. He knows that they can't really celebrate his bar mitzvah though, because they would be killed if it were to be discovered. But his father tells him that night to go to sleep in his clothes, and so he does, and he waits. And when it's time, his father comes and gets him, and his mom hugs him and says, come back to me, a man. And he and his father, once again, travel in secret and quiet to an abandoned building. Along the way, they do see someone who sees them in return, but thankfully it's not a patrol or a Nazi, it's another Jew sneaking around. So anyway, they get to the abandoned building, they go into the basement, and there are his uncles and cousins and other men there, and everyone is quiet. Yannick is hungry and a little bit scared, but then someone starts coming down the stairs, but thankfully it's just another man to be there to make a group of 10, And they say soon it will be 11, meaning because soon Yannick is going to be considered a man by being initiated into this. So as part of this observance, this ritual, Yannick reads from the Torah, and he then listens as his father speaks and prays, and Yannick, he expresses that he is able to feel pride. And so that is the observance of his birthday, of him becoming a man. Before they leave and go back home, his father's talking to his Uncle Mosh, and his Uncle Mosh is saying that they want to escape and get away before this, these 7,000 Jews are deported. And his father says, like, come live in our pigeon coop with us, and instead of doing that. And Uncle Mosh is just like, no way. Yannick's father has been very helpful and positive about how things may turn out, but Mosh, the chapter ends with Mosh saying that the man who falls asleep on the river drowns. And so he's kind of saying, like, to his brother, to Yannick's father, like, we need to get out. Like, if we just stay relaxed here, it's not going to end well. So that is chapter 6 of Prisoner B-3087, and I hope this video comes in useful to you. Again, if it does, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Hope to see you back around.